Hare Krishna. We've been talking about Bhajan Rahasya and we're continuing this. This is Nishanta Lila, this is the end of the night, and so we continue with this katha. We should have Shastra Gyan. We need Gyan. Knowledge is needed. The Gyan and Vairagya, detachment, is not part of the bhakti, but in the initial stage, they become supportive of bhakti. Gyan and Vairagya is also important. That's why it's said, they're telling about three types of Gyan. Tat-Vairagya Gyan is knowledge about the Lord. And then the second one is Gyan, the knowledge about Jiva. And the third one, Jiva Brahma, the one that Advaita talking about Gyan. That Gyan is known as Jiva Tattva Advaita Gyan. We also need to know that, because until we know the philosophy of Mayavad, we cannot cut their arguments. Otherwise, the Mayavadis will derail us also. So we need to know that philosophy also. So we need to know all the siddhanta, all the sastras. But the first two Gyan, we should know. We should know this Gyan, because our mind will focus on Krishna when we will know all these tattva. Then your mind will be fixed. Once you know all this tattva, you need to know, you have this knowledge. Unless if you can cut my bodies in thousands of pieces, but still I will never leave taking Harinam. So the Muslims are saying, why are you taking Hindus' God name? You should take Allah's name. But Haridasa Thakura is saying, no. You can kill me and put me into thousands of pieces, but I will never leave Harinam. So this is the glorification of name. This is known as authentic sraddha. So much faith in the name. So how many lifetimes it takes just to get this sraddha, authentic sraddha. That's why it's been said, because when is the end of night for jivas, when we get this sraddha in the association of sadhus. This is what is the darkness in the jiva. This is known as Shastra Gyan Andhikar. When we need the knowledge, then this light the diya will kill all the darkness of ignorance. That's why this Gyan is important. Then also been told about the three types of devotees. Kanistha-adhikari, who don't have the proper knowledge of the Shastra. That's why they are not able to follow properly. They lack Shastra Gyan. We need to have Sanat. We need to have the Shastra Gyan. Until we follow the Shastra, then the Suddha Sadhana means pure, keeping our pure, pure. So this is all been given in Hari Bhakti Vilas.
श्रुति स्मृति नारद पंचरुद्र आदि इस समस्त ग्रंथ को अच्छी तरह से
All these granthas we need to know.
श्रुति स्मृति नारद आदि पंचरात्रि विना एकांतिकी हरि भक्ति उत्पादक केवल जो अपने को जो एकांतिक भक्त कह करके
So those who call themselves one-pointed devotee,
वास्तव उसके भजन क्या है? देखा उत्पादकी केवल
until there is one-pointed bhajan, then his bhajan will not be fruitful.
Disturbance होती है क्योंकि वेदों में सत्य में जैसे लिखा
as it is stated in the Vedas and Shastra, we have to follow it. If some says that I am a Kanti Bhakta, I don't have to follow the Vedic principles. So these people are known as Utpadadic. They don't follow. So this is not the right method. We need to know all the sadachar, all the rules and regulations. This example, after having prasad, we need to clean up. We need to know that after having prasadam, we need to wash our hands and our mouth before we start doing anything else. So all this is needed. We have to be vaidhi-marga, follow the vaidhi-marga of doing archan, also cleaning ourselves, taking bath in the morning, putting tilak on. All this has to be followed before doing archan of Thakurji. When we're doing archan of Thakurji, we need to wear dhoti and suddha, clean clothes needs to be. Then we have to. These are all the rules and regulations that given in our Shastra, Hari Bhakti Vilas. The clothes that you're wearing are going to the toilets, and if you same clothes and going to the Thakurji to doing archan, so it's not proper. So we have to follow the archan mark. There will be seva aparad. The Thakurji will not accept your seva, and will only accept your service when you have the suddha sadachar, means following the proper rules and regulation about cleanliness and before doing archan. So we need to know all this. When does the nishant comes? End of the night. Just like in night. In the night, all are the wild animals come out of the jungle, and they are coming and hunting. Also the goblets, they also come out. They sleep in daytime, but the middle of the night they all come out. Lion, ghost, and witches, they all, when do they come? They come at night. In the day, they all sleep. But this is the difference between the humans and these pashus. The humans sleep at night and wake up in the morning. Whereas the animals, they sleep in the day and they are awake at night. This is the difference between humans and the animals. The wild animals and the ghosts and things, they like the night, darkness. And whereas the humans, they would like to be in light, in daylight. They like to live in daylight.
तामसिक जीव के तामसिक स्वभाव होता है,
The
सात्विक
tamasic
जीव के
jiva,
सात्विक स्वभाव होता है,
different
राजसिक जीव के राजसिक
different
स्वभाव होता
types
है।
of
और जो भगवान के भजन करने वाले
mode,
भक्त कैसे होता है?
tamasic, rajasic, but those who are doing bhajan of they are nirgun, it's above all the gunas. But because we are sadhaks, we have to follow the vaidhi-marga. We have to follow the rules and regulations of the sastra. So which if we don't have the knowledge of what what is the so whom do you call Kanistha-adhikari? That's the sloka describing Kanistha-adhikari. Kanistha-adhikari, his attachment is in Archan. Attachment is the Thakurji's Archan. But because of the lack Shastra Gyan, that's why they are not able to give the proper respect to Guru and Vaisnavas. Because they lack the proper Gyan of the Shastra. That's why Kanistha-adhikaris are known as Parikpatika Bhakta. Kanistha Bhakta Sraddha. So they do Archan Seva of Thakurji. But that Sraddha is very soft. That faith is very soft.
श्रद्धा की ऊपर ही वैष्णव की तारतम्य दिखा।
So the Vaishnava, the Sraddha is the main thing. If you have very soft Sraddha, means very is not stable. Why is not still? Because he lacks Shastra knowledge. They are not able to balance their Shraddha is very quickly. But Kanistha-adhikaris they will not do puja of all other Devi and Devas. They will just be one-pointed, doing puja of Krishna only. So this is one good point of Kanistha-adhikari, and how to decorate Thakurji in the temple. Just like we have to decorate our own heart. So they have to decorate Radha Govindji, and if we have too many Devis and Devatas, and then we won't be able to do our service. If I call you for the invitation, invite you to come to the house, and when you arrive, I don't let you give you a seat to sit. Don't offer you water. Don't give you greet you properly. If I call you to come to my house, but when you arrive, I don't greet you. I didn't talk to you, and I just started doing my own job. I didn't offer you a seat. I didn't ask you about your welfare. I didn't offer you any drinks. I didn't ask you for anything to eat, not even a glass of water. So will you feel good? No, you won't feel good. you will immediately leave that
ठीक
place.
उसी प्रकार
The same way,
ठाकुर जी की प्रतिष्ठा करने के साथ
when Thakurji's deities are installed, they should be installed, and when they are installed, the proper service has to be done. And if you don't do the proper service, then there will be aparad.
वो चित्त विचलित करते हैं
So when there will be an offense to Thakurji, and where would that offense go? It will go into everybody's hearts, and it will disturb everybody.
कनिष्ठ अधिकारी में जो एक सद्गुण
So if we don't do the service properly, then this aparad will affect our bhakti.
उनके ये ठाकुर जी जो है
So,
सच्चिदानंद कुमार ठाकुर जी,
so Kanistha-adhikaris have one good point,
ईंट पत्थर का नहीं
that he will believe that this Thakurji, these deities are not just
किंतु एक विशेष सद्गुण है कनिष्ठ
stone,
अधिकारी में क्या है और
that they will accept that this Thakurji is the real Thakur.
वो हरि
The deities are
हरि
real.
हरि को राधा कृष्ण की सेवा करते हैं
They do the service of Radha
और
Krishna.
राधा कृष्ण की सेवा
Deities,
ठाकुर जी क्या मानते हैं
what do they want from?
सच्चिदानंद
And they believe that these vigrahas are Sachidanand, their life and
ये विग्रह सच्चिदानंद इसलिए तो पूजा करते हैं
and that's why they are doing archan and puja, because they
गुरु
have
वाक्य में
faith.
तो विश्वास है
They have this much faith that because when Guru, they believe in their Guru's vakya that they have to do service to the sastras.
के अनुसार ठीक ठीक से चलनी
But they are not able to follow sastra properly.
कनिष्ठ अधिकारी वैष्णव बनना इतने सहज नहीं है
So to become Kanistha-adhikari, the Vaishnava lineage is also
बनना भी बहुत कठिन होता
is not so easy either.
है कनिष्ठ अधिकारी वैष्णव नहीं है
Kanistha-adhikaris have this gun, means this,
क्या गुण ना गुरुदेव ने जो कहा ये विग्रह
because they believe that when Gurudev said this vigraha is life and have to service, but and he follows that, but because he hasn't got the full knowledge of the Shastra, he is unable to honor the other Vaishnavas and Guru Jan.
अद्वैतवादी में नहीं है कौन सा कनिष्ठ अधिकारी कनिष्ठ वैष्णव में है अद्वैतवादी में नहीं
So the Kanistha-adhikaris have one gun which the
ठाकुर जी सच्चिदानंद
this gun that Advaitas don't have it. This gun is that they the firm belief, same faith that Thakurji is Sachidanand, that Thakurji is life and I have to serve.
अद्वैतवादी और
This Advaitavadis, this is the difference between Advaitavadi. That's why Kanistha-adhikaris are also Vaishnavas.
एक बार कोई भक्त जो है
Once some devotees,
करते करते एक उदाहरण दे रहे थे
they were giving some example to Bhakti Puri Goswami Maharaj.
तो कहने लगे भक्ति प्रमोद पुरी गोस्वामी पाद जो है
They're giving example.
अर्चन ठीक ठीक से करते थे अच्छी तरह से
They're saying that the
प्रतिष्ठा वो
Puri Goswami Maharaj used to do archan very well, very in the right proper way, and he used to do all archans and puja and deity installation. He used to do it. He was just specialized in that one.
अर्चन होता है कि नहीं होता
So
अर्चन नहीं करते भक्ति प्रतिष्ठा किया अभी अर्चन नहीं करता अर्चन देकर अर्चन करना
if we do not do the proper archan and puja to Thakurji, that's an offense, especially if they are installed deities.
मंदिर में
So
ठाकुर जी के क्या करो
in the temple, they have to be properly Archan follows. It's just not giving them proper dressing. They have decorated them really nicely with nice clothes, but there's no archan, means no puja has been performed daily on a routine basis. Then, then, it's not. It becomes an offense. It just like becomes. Then otherwise, it just becomes like small kids playing with dolls. We just like a small kids are decorating their dolls. It will become like that. If we, this is not dolls. Because these are Sachidananda Vigraha, alive and well. We should be properly or seva has to be offered. Archan has to be performed according to Shastra. Otherwise, it will just become a play with the dolls. The seva has to be properly with seva and sajata, whatever is stated in this Shastra needs to be followed properly. So many types of archan, 64 types of archan that needs to be followed. Have to follow. This is the archan marga. So the Kanistha-adhikari, they have fight in archan. So some devotee said that Bhakti Puripad said that Bhakti Puri Maharaj have a firm fight in doing archan. So the person who was listening had misunderstood, and he thought that he is saying, and he was thinking, they were thinking that the person who is doing archan, they are Kanistha-adhikari. So so there was a devotee, a disciple of Bhakti Pramod Puri was there. So when he was he got really offended that the person who is talking about Puri Maharaj, he said, oh, that they have referred to you as. He said that, oh, Gurudev, they have referred to you as a Kanishta. But he went to Puri Maharaj and said that they have referred to you as Kanistha-adhikari. But look how great Puri Maharaj is. As soon as he heard this, he became so happy. He said, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. At least I have been referred as a Vaishnava. Now they have referred to me as they have referred to me as Kanistha-adhikari. At least I have now entered the lineage of Vaishnava. I am now at least a Kanistha Vaishnava. So I have some hope that one day I'll go up the ladder and become madhyama-adhikari. So we have to understand that who is the pure Vaishnava. He'll never clarify themselves as Vaishnava. They are not after fame and the position. I am a Vaishnava. I am the Vaishnava. But if that knowledge comes to me, then I won't be able to do respect others. And then Padishta will come in my heart if I just believe that I am a Vaishnava. and not able to respect others.
वैष्णव बनना इतने सहज नहीं।
It's not easy to become Vaishnava.
विष्णुदास इति वैष्णवः, क्या होता है? विष्णुदास।
Vishnu Das is Vaishnava.
विष्णु के साथ स्निग्ध प्रत्यय करके वैष्णव शब्द निष्पन्न होता है। ब्रह्मा शिव आदि,
Brahma, Shiva and others,
किंकर होने के लिए इतने लायक।
they are
किंकर समझते
the associates of Krishna Das. They are all Das of Bhagavan.
अल्प भाग के दास नहीं करें भगवान, कुलीन मानी पंडिते बड़े अभिमान। जो कुलीन मानी व्यक्ति के उसको अभिमान रहता है।
The person who has got abhiman,
क्या बनना चाहता है?
I don't want to become I don't want to become a sevak, but I want to become the person receiving service. So
भोक्ता बनना चाहता है।
they want to become bhakta, the enjoyer, rather than doing service, seva. This is an aparadha.
ये कहता है আমি তো বৈষ্ণব এ বুদ্ধি হইলে অমানিত নাম অমানিত নাম হইবে।
So Vaishnava is a person who is always in the path of service. And
शुद्ध वैष्णव अपने को वैष्णव नहीं है।
And Suddha Vaishnava will never clarify themselves as Suddha Vaishnava, but always refer others as Vaishnavas and give them pranams and respects. We see this by the example of Bhakti Puri Goswami Maharaj. So it's not easy to become Vaishnava. Haridasa Thakura, Vishnu Das. Vishnu Das is Vaishnava, who is taking Vishnu mantra, who is chanting a Vishnu mantra. They are the Vaishnavas. Who is linked with Vishnu.
Derivation, जैसे दशरथ के पुत्र होने के नाते रामचंद्र के क्या कहा जाता है?
Yes, by example, Ramchandra is referred to as Dasarathi because he is son of Dasarath. Similarly, a person who is reciting the mantras and saving Vishnu, they are known as Vaishnava. Until you have become distinct in Vishnu mantra, you are not a Vaishnava. So we have to recite Vishnu mantra. Vishnu mantra, Gopal mantra.
Brahma, Shiv, Adi.
Brahma, Shiv, and Adi. Brahma, Shivji, the other deities, Devis and Devatas, they always want to serve the Lord. So we come back to our katha. So we come back to our katha, which is who is a Kanistha-adhikari. Kanistha-adhikari, who is the firm belief in the deities and the firm faith and the service to the deities is so Advaitavadis, they don't believe in deities. So that's why these Kanistha-adhikaris have this favorable mood that they firmly believe in their Gurudev, that this Vigraha is Vigraha and they has to be served. But the only thing is that their faith is very soft, very fickling. If there's something happens, there's some incidents happens, and then they'll just leave and run away. For example, if he is doing service to the Thakurji and he's showing very attachments, but if something unexpected things comes, just like some accidents happens in his home, then he'll stop doing the archan, but very quick. Then they'll stop doing archan, because their faith is very prickling. They are not very strong at the moment. Bhajan will have strong bhajan only when we have sastra gyan. The sastra gyan is important to have firm faith in bhajan. Just like a small child when he's eating some rice, he'll pick the rice up, but he probably will put to his mouth, but probably not eat anything, just smell it all around himself. So this is like a sraddha of a Kanistha-adhikari. But it's like this Kanistha-adhikari, once his faith increases, and then he will one day become madhyama-adhikari, and as the faith increases, then becomes uttama-adhikari. So the whole thing is so sraddha is important. Not blind faith, but complete sraddha. What Shastra is saying, we follow the Shastra. Any aparad, we have to be mindful of aparad and do the service. This in the marg of bhakti. We have to follow the marg of bhakti with the full knowledge of not to offend or do any aparad to Guru Vaishnava, and follow the right Shastra method how to do archan and puja in the so we have to know how do we pranam, how do we do pranams to Guru. When we do pranams to Guru, we have to keep ourselves straight in front of the Guru and pranam. With the Thakurji, we have to keep them on our left hand side and do pranams. So how to do pranams, we should know this. And to know what is Sastanga pranam. With the full 8 body points is in the flow, and the Panchanga pranam is in 5 anga is on the flow. So we need to know all this, how to do pranams. That's why Shastra Gyan is important. Once the Shastra Gyan increases our sraddha, so that's why Shastra Gyan is important. The Kanistha-adhikari are also all about 3 different types. Kanistha, and Madhyam Kanistha. Then Madhyama-adhikari have 4 different gun. So Madhyama-adhikari's gun are 4 different guns. He keeps friendship with other devotees. He does kripa to other bhaktas, and upeksha means ignoring those who are adverse to Guru and Vaishnava, who are envious to Guru, they ignore them, so they neglect. So these are all the gunas of madhyama-adhikari. So this is the definition of a madhyama-adhikari. So, so
और उत्तम भागवत की
who is Uttam Bhagavat?
लक्षण क्या होता है,
What
कैसे
is his signs of Uttam Bhagavat?
बताओ।
Tell.
सर्वभूतेषु जो उपस्थित भगवत भाव
So Uttam Bhagavat, slok explains who is Uttam Bhagavat.
सर्वभूतेषु ये
But
समस्त
who
जीवात्मा
looks, who looks, who sees all jivas and sees that there is Bhagavan in them.
देखा क्या है? अपने भावों के अनुसार
In his own mood, and his own mood, everybody is serving the Lord. He sees Bhagavan in each every soul, and he thinks that everyone is serving the Lord, just like he is with his own, like his own desires. They are all serving.
जहाँ जहाँ नेत्र बड़े इष्ट देव
Wherever he sees Thakurji.
महाप्रभु के महाप्रेमी महाप्रेमी बस जाए। उत्तम भागवत
Uttam Bhagavat,
नदी देखा उसके
wherever he sees river, he will meditate. This is Yamuna ji. Wherever he sees mountains, he thinks this is Giriraj. Wherever he sees anything that is related to Krishna, Lila, he will just immediately meditate on Krishna's pastimes. So wherever he sees little mountains, he'll just immediately start praying to Giriraj. And as soon as he sees a small river, he thinks that this is Jamuna, and then he starts dancing and doing downwards to the river, thinking that this is Jamuna, and starts singing and dancing. And wherever the Uttam Bhagavatam is, he will feel Uttipam. He will just relate everything to Thakurji's pastimes, and then they're crying sometimes, and sometimes they're rolling on the ground, and they're laughing sometimes, because this is the signs of Uttam Bhagavatam, because he's always meditating on the Leelas of Thakurji. To see this is very rare.
उत्तम भागवत तीन प्रकार होते हैं।
Uttam Bhagavata also three types.
कनिष्ठ उत्तम मध्यम उत्तम।
Uttam, Kanistha, Uttam, and madhyama Uttam.
और भी कैटेगरी दिखा दी जाए।
There are different categories of Uttam Bhagavata.
निर्धुत कसाय और मूर्छित कसाय।
Kasai and so we have to know all this type, who are what type of devotees. We'll never be able to identify the Vaishnavas, but we need to have this knowledge.
इसलिए कहा जाता है उत्तम भागवत।
Uttam Bhagavat. So he has so he knows all the sastras. He is expert in and very firm faith in Shastra. So he's a knower of all Shastra and a firm sraddha in the Shastra. One of the qualities of Uttam Bhagavat. Everything is dependent on the sraddha, the level of sraddha you have. This is the barometer, the measuring to measure our bhakti. Same way, this is how you categorize different Vaishnavas, the level of Shraddha they have in Shastra. So we're coming back to Nisanta Lila. When 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 does this Nishanta finish? When all the on the darkness in our heart is completely gone. It's just like when soon as the sun rises, the fog will automatically go away. It's same way when as soon as you have Shastra Gyan, the jivas, all doubts are cleared. All their knots in their hearts, the doubts in their heart is all dispersed. The all doubts are dispersed as soon. This is the end of the night for them. So that's why sastras, sraddha is so important. So we first have to get rid of all the kam, krodh, moh in which are in our heart. These are like the ghosts and witches in our heart. So in the night time, in the darkness, we see they live in darkness. And all these wild animals, they live in darkness. So they also are residing in our hearts. So what is the meaning? Our heart, until there is a darkness in our heart. What is in darkness? Not having the proper knowledge, not having the gyan and knowledge. Until the gyan comes, the knowledge comes, then only the light, our heart will become lightened. And who did Baldev Prabhu first kill? It was the donkey. It was the symbolism of ignorance, jnanata. So until we have doubt, gyan in our heart, has to be destroyed first. So this is what the Guru does. So we need to know all this. Our Gyanta is, but who is Bhagwan, who are we, and what is our relationship with Bhagwan, and why we are here. This is the ignorance that we have. Until this ignorance is cleared, this is because of the lack of knowledge. Once we have all this knowledge, who is Bhagwan?
Who is Lord? Who is Bhagwan?
So all this knowledge needs to be known. Then only. That's why we need this knowledge. We have to light the light in our heart, the Deepak in our heart. Then once this light is lighted, it will immediately disperse all the darkness. There is a point here. When you light a diya, the diya will give light all around itself, but there will be little darkness underneath it. But that's why they give another example. Just like one precious gemstone. What does that do?
वो चारों तरफ
It gives light
प्रकाश कर देता
all around itself,
है। ऊपर सर्वत्र
in the bottom, on top, all around it.
वही तो।
That's why they're
ये
giving the
किसके साथ तुलना दे रहे हैं? हाँ?
precious stones. What is this? Been referred to as with bhakti.
भक्ति उदित हो जाए
So when bhakti arises in the heart,
तो वो चारों तरफ अपने हम कर
then it will give, bhakti will appear in our heart, it will immediately give light to all around. There will be light all around our heart.
तेज हवा से वो बुझ सकता है
But diya
लेकिन जो मणि जल जो मणि जो है
can be blown out by a strong wind, whereas a strong but a jewel, it will never be able to be disturbed, even if there is storm.
ये दिया जो है दीप नॉलेज ज्ञान
This diya is referred as knowledge.
और मणि जो है भक्ति
This is referred to as knowledge, whereas the money is referred to as bhakti.
आपको कौन सा चाहिए दीपक चाहिए
So what do you want, the diya, or do you want the money? Money,
एक प्रोडक्ट क्या बोलते हैं जेम्स
the gemstone that gives light all around,
सब क्या कर देते
light, enlighten everything.
चाहे तो उजाला तो करेगा
Deepak will give light around,
नीचे
but underneath itself will be darkness. So we should be after money,
ज्ञान
which is
दूसरे को तो ठीक है
just example.
उजला कर देते हैं किंतु
This is
अपना
same way in Gyan is like that. So sometimes we have Gyan and we are like to able to preach to others.
रावण आदि ये सब
They had Gyan, but
ज्ञान
themselves they may not be able to understand, follow it themselves. Just like example is Ravan. Ravan had lot of knowledge. He was very learned. He was a great pandit.
कमी किया था
But what he lacked, he had no
भगवान के नहीं
Bhagwan. He didn't.
शास्त्र ज्ञान तो हो गया
He had Sastra Gyan, but he did not believe in God. He,
भगवान रामचंद्र के ऊपर गाली देता था
but he never.
सारी
But he was abusive to Bhagwan Ram. He was saying that he's just a
ज्ञानी जाता
ordinary
है,
human
ज्ञानी
who has been
अहंकार
dispersed from his kingdom
बुद्धि
because of his anankar, because of his pride. He made offenses.
माया अवहित ज्ञान
So Gyanis have sometimes becomes an ankar comes in.
ये
So this has been shown in this example.
समझ में आ रही है इसलिए शास्त्र ज्ञान की जरूरत
That's why Sastra Gyan is important.
है पहले हमें शास्त्र ज्ञान
We need Sastra Gyan.
है। और वो कैसे होनी चाहिए तब श्रद्धा दृढ़ता होता है
How should that Gyan be? Like with Sraddha.
समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं Else? दृढ़ता
With the Gyan should we have Sraddha, and with Dhirta. Dhirta means complete faith. Complete faith and
दृढ़ नहीं कर रहे क्या बता है ट्रू दृढ़
complete.
एक होता है दृढ़ एक होता है सुदृढ़
Complete faith. Complete faith in
अनफेंसिंग फेथ
unfailing faith in the Sastra.
अनफेंसिंग
Faith.
दृढ़ तस्य मसनी होता है स्थिर रहता है तो भक्ति जो कुछ भी हम कहते हैं वैष्णव को जो कुछ है सब कुछ निर्भर करता है किसके ऊपर
So bhakti, we are saying that what does bhakti is dependent upon is Sraddha, that we are trying to say here. So the level of Sraddha we have, the way it is defined, that what is your position as a Vaishnava.
इसलिए कह रहे निशांत निशा
So
मान
it's saying Nishanta. Nishant means end of night,
अंधकार
the end of
समाप्त हो जाता
darkness, and
और धीरे धीरे
slowly the sun
प्रकाश
rises and the light starts coming
ये
in.
प्रकाश क्या है
This
गुरु
last.
आपको शास्त्र भक्त के प्रति विश्वास
So what is this light? This is the faith in the words of the Guru and Vaishnavas
गुरु आपको शास्त्र के सीख गुरु आपको
and
शास्त्र
the
का
Sastra.
सीख करिए उसको आर ना करिए
So once we have the faith, start building the faith in Guru
भगवान को
Vakya
भजन करने
and
कृष्ण के भजन करने
in
से
the
मेरा कर्म
Vaishnavas
ज्ञान योग
and
तपस्या
this
सब कुछ
Sastra.
शासन
When this faith
कृष्ण
starts,
भक्ति
it
पहले
becomes
सर्व
strong. This is
कर्म
the light that comes into our heart and disperse
भगवान
of
के
the
सब कुछ
darkness.
करने से हम सब कुछ
So this is the Nishanta
ये
Leela.
भी साधन है और जब तक नहीं हो रहे हैं तब तक सब करते जा रहे हैं
Until we have the firm faith, we are
और
just
धार्मिक
doing
और धार्मिक
everything.
सबको क्या करे सबको है कहीं भी रास्ते में एक चंकली पत्थर मिल जाए उसके भगवान मन कर उड़ा इंडियन लोग तो यही होता है
So we'll see that
उनके कोई सबके ऑल्टर में देखो कहाँ ना कहाँ सब इकट्ठा कर लो हम निंदा नहीं करते किंतु शास्त्र जुक्ति दिखाते
we have to follow what the Shastra is saying.
ये कहता है नाम पूजी में देव देवा
So
और
we,
श्रद्धा जितना भी कोई देव
so we
देवता
have,
करने की मना कर
so when we have the firm faith, it stops us puja of other Devi and Devtas. We have to be one-pointed. When we are one-pointed, that means we have sraddha in the Shastra, in the Guru Vakya.
वो भी लोग कहते हैं
But mostly Indians, they like to worship all the Devis and Devatas because they feel that they do not want to disturb any other Devi.
वही तुम्हें कष्ट दे
So this is what you don't want to offend them, but no, it's not.
अल्टार को कहते ठाकुर जी के जो
When we have the altar of the Thakurjis, they have to be well positioned. Apart from Vishnu, we shouldn't put anything else on the altar. Archan-marga and vaidhi-marga has to. If you keep everything on the altar, how it's going to work? There's the Kanistha-adhikari. So that's why when in the beginning we advise that okay, just keep everything you got, but just keep Thakurji on the top, so that he doesn't walk away or doesn't fight in this Vaishnavas. Just to build fight, we advise that if you don't want to get rid of other Devis and Devatas from your altar, at least keep Thakurji on top and other Devis and Devatas underneath, as there are servants of the. So you can decorate your altar.
प्रातः काल से उठ करके 10 बजे तक सबको पानी चढ़ा सबको चढ़ा प्रातः 4 बजे उठ करके स्नान करके एक लोटा लेकर के चल पड़ते हैं और हाथ में चावल थोड़ा थोड़ा चावल रखते हैं सिंदूर रखते हैं और इलायची दाना रखते हैं रास्ते में जाते थे जहां पर जो कुछ मिल जाए हनुमान जी मिल जाए हनुमान जी के चला पानी चढ़ा दिया.
Talking about some devotees in India, they have a lota in their hand, and in the morning they just then he'll go and do pranams to everything that he'll come across, Hanumanji, Ganeshji, people, tree. So he'll go around and paying offenses, doing. They don't want to offend any Devi Devatas. They are just doing pranams to everything and everywhere because they don't have a firm faith that by doing bhakti to Krishna alone will fulfill all the other duties. Just by Vishwas means you have firm faith that just by one pointed devotion to Krishna, everything will be done. So this fight is not there. That's why they're doing this. Uh,
गीता में भगवान भी कहते हैं न
uh,
बुद्धि भेदम जनेषु
so
जो
also
अबुद्धिमान
Krishna
है
is saying this in
श्रद्धा
Gita,
बच्चा है
whose sraddha is
उसके
not
ऊपर
strong
कोई
enough.
बुद्धिमान
So don't try
कमजोर
to
है
disturb them,
तो
because
तुम्हारे शत्रु बन जाएगा
then he will
और अंत
become
में वो जो
against
कुछ
the
कहा तो वो
bhakti.
भी करेगा
So let him
इसलिए
do what
कहते हैं
he's doing,
उनको उत्साह हो
but just give them
न
little
बुद्धि न बुद्धि भेदम जनेषु
utsaha. Utsaha means giving some hope.
जो जैसे व्यक्ति उसके उपदेश देना पड़ता है
So we have to give advice to what
पूजा करने वाले हाँ तुम रखो
we have to advise the people who are as they are. We don't want to disturb their faith,
बेटा वहीं पर गए थे वो लेकर के
but
उनके आए
slowly try to build
वो
up.
उधार लेकर हाँ सब रखवाता है किसी को छोड़ा मत उसको उत्साह देना पड़ेगा इसलिए कहा गीता में भगवान भी
So
कहते हैं
we
न
have to
बुद्धि
promote
भेदम
them,
न बुद्धि
promote
भेदम
them.
जनेषु
We not to
ऐसे
disturb
कनिष्ठ
them.
अधिकारी व्यक्ति के उसके बुद्धि के भेद मत करो उसके पहले कहा दिया अरे नहीं तुम तो राधा कृष्ण भजन करते हो ये सब क्यों रखा सब
So we cannot ask them to just do Krishna, Radha Krishna bhajan, and don't keep anything else in the altar. Then they'll get disturbed, and they probably stop doing anything. So it's rather just they can.
और फिर भजन करते करते
And once
साधु
they
संग
start
में
doing bhajan and
और
they
मिलकर साधु के
start
सिद्धांत को
associating with sadhus and
तो
Vaishnavas,
अपने आप
then
सबको
slowly they will.
पीछे कर दे
they'll-
फिल्टर के पीछे रख दे और राधा कृष्ण की
Once the faith is building, then they slowly
इसलिए
themselves
शास्त्र में
they'll
बताया
take
गया है
everything
जो
else
जैसे
out.
अधिकारी है
And
उस अधिकार के निकट उसी प्रकार उनको उपदेश दिया जाए उसके
so
मन
Shastra is saying that whoever is, whatever position they are, they should be advised accordingly.
महाराज बोले जैसे वन पॉइंटेड तो वृंदावन और जगन्नाथपुरी और सब जाते हैं तो फिर दूसरा दूसरा जगह हम लोग दर्शन करने जाते हैं
दर्शन में मानत पड़ी निष्ठा में उसमें
So
दर्शन
the question is that we have one pointed way just in Vrindavan and Jagannath Puri and Navdeep. So, but why do we go to other places for darshan?
विषय तो और तो जाएंगे नहीं कहीं
So Maharaj is
ऐसे
responding
स्थिति में पहुंचे सर्वोत्तम स्थिति में पहुंच जाएंगे उसे जाने की इच्छा ही नहीं
that just
और
to
दूसरी ओर जाए वो
have
केवल
faith,
लौकिक व्यवहार के लिए जाते हैं
a lot of places we go just for the
लौकिक व्यवहार के लिए
Lokik Vyavahar means
जैसे
just
महाप्रभु
to,
सब जगह गए कि नहीं गए
just like Mahaprabhu went everywhere.
लोक शिक्षा दी
So to give,
ध्यान तो
preach.
महाप्रभु सर्वत्र
And, so he went to South India and went everywhere.
विष्णु मंदिर में गए
He went to Vishnu Mandir, Shiv Mandir,
सबके स्तुति सब
and then did pranams everywhere.
शिव मंदिर में गए स्तुति करने गए लौकिक व्यवहार भी करना पड़ता
We have to also be
है तो लोग तुम्हें कहने आ रहे
in the society, in the part of the society, behave accordingly.
क्या करना पड़ता है लोक व्यवहार उसमें दोष नहीं लगता है
So
मन में अपने इष्ट देव राधा कृष्ण के रखें
it's no offense in there,
और
but
बाकी
at least
सबको
in our hearts we have to keep that our Ishtadeva, Radha and Krishna, and everybody, everywhere else we just do
क्योंकि
pranams.
आप इस संसार में रह रहे हैं
Because we are living in this material world,
संसार में आप रह रहे हैं
we are living in this sansar, we are part of this.
कृष्ण कौतुक करके हंस प्रयास करते हुए रात से अंतर्ध्यान हो गई और सारा गोपियां कृष्ण विरह में कृष्ण की ढूंढने लगे
So,
और दूसरे देखा तो वृंदावन की सारी गोपियां चारी तरफ जाल फैला दी माने नेट नहीं माने अपने सब गोपियों के चारी तरफ रख दिए कहाँ कृष्ण कहाँ वृंदावन कहाँ जाएंगे
so just like example, even here that Krishna was doing Ras Leela with Satya Koki,
कितना गोपी था रास में
10 million.
100 करोड़
100 crore, oh that's 10 billion gopis, 10 billion
10
billion gopis. So how's possible? So how can Krishna escape? So they surrounded Vrindavan. So many, where they're looking for Krishna all around.
कृष्ण कहाँ जाएंगे, ये
So,
वृंदावन छोड़ के कहाँ जाएंगे?
he cannot go out of Vrindavan, he has to be here somewhere. So,
और
all
कृष्ण देखा सब कुछ तो मुझे भागने की तो रास्ता है ही।
Krishna can't run anywhere.
सारे गोपियां चक्र भोग के वहां पे रचना कर दी। कृष्ण देखा तो क्या करें?
So where can Krishna go?
भागने के रास्ता ही है।
So Krishna can't run anywhere.
कृष्ण जानबूझ करके एक कुंज में, एक कुंज है ना,
So what did Krishna does? He just went to a kunja and became four-handed form. Took the four-handed form and then and he stood there with four hands. Then the gopis came. So they came and do pranams to. They said they're Vishnu Murti. And they asked them, hey. So all the gopis came and they just do the notes to the Vishnu Murti and they're saying that please give us blessing that we are able to find our Krishna. But as soon as Radhaji came later, same part, Krishna couldn't stop to keep his forearms. The two arms automatically melted into his body. So it's a petagaon. That's why it's known as petagaon. Just by the smell of Radhaji's body smell, Krishna couldn't keep his four-handed forms. The two hands just merged into his stomach. That's why it's known as the Petha. And the place today is known as Petagaon. Gopis have faith. They have firm faith in Krishna, not in Narayan. Radhaji's Nishtha is Brajendra Nandan, nothing else. Just like only Brajanandan. He will not touch anybody else apart from Samasundar. This is the firm faith. You have to understand. Brajendra Vrindavan is friend. Because this is Radhaji's, this is sraddha. It will take you from the first level to up to Mahabhava. Hanumanji has sraddha in Ramchandra. So this is how important sraddha is. Right at the beginning state, right up to the bhav state. Like we had yesterday. कल शाम को सुना था. Yesterday we had the katha of Garuji and Hanumanji. We know that how fight Ramji with Ram, Hanumanji. So their own Ishtadev is so much Nishtha. So who is Srimati Radhika have Nishtha in Brajendra Sham Sundar Krishna. Radhaji is saying
Srinathe Janakinath. दोनों ही भगवत तत्व है, तत्व तो एक ही है। रघुनाथ हो, रामचंद्र हो, और विष्णु तत्व, विष्णु तत्व एक ही।
In tattva vichar they are all same. Ramchandra, Vishnu, Krishna, they are all same. Tattva vichar. But our Ishtadev is Krishna, so we have the Rach Vishal, they are different. So we should have same fight in one-pointedness towards our Ishtadev. Hanumanji has Nishtha, Ramchandra Radhaji has Nishtha in Krishna, Brajendra Sundar Sundar.
Bhatava sarvo nindastu guru bhojana. तथापि श्याम सुंदर मम सर्वस्व जीवन अपने निष्ठा ही
We must keep our faith.
जब तक हम इसको निष्ठा नहीं हो
Until we have the Nishtha,
प्रेम चेतन चेतामृत नहीं
so it says in
प्रेम की
Chaitanya,
तरंग जो है लहरी कब से शुरू हो
the love will start only after the state of Nishtha.
सबके प्रति राग तो नहीं होता
So if we have Nishtha with everybody, then it will not happen.
सबको बांट दो ठीक है
So we need to have one-pointedness in our bhajan.
निष्ठा जैसे सती नारी
Then only we can reach up to the Nishtha state. Just like a lady, a married lady in the house, she has Nishtha with only husband only, but she cooks for everybody, mother-in-law, brother-in-law. She doesn't serve only the husband, but she will also serve mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law. But she doesn't say that she only going to serve her husband only. But we have to understand this. But with Sati Nadi, this lady, have full nishtha, full faith in the husband only. Doesn't have the same relationship with others in the family. She will serve others, but her nishtha, her faith is only with her husband. But she will do service to everybody, but still nishtha, one-pointedness to her husband. So they will give respect to everybody in the household and do service to everybody, but the full nishtha, full faith is on her husband, in one-pointedness. So this is an example. That's why I'm saying that this part of bhakti, nishtha, is what will take us up. The level of nishtha we have, the higher level will go. The waves of divine love will be there, and when we have as stronger the nishtha we get, then one-pointedness will be able to do bhajan. So that's why we saying that when Krishna left Raj Leela and gopis are looking for Krishna, so as soon as they see Krishna in the form of four hands, they just did pranams that please bless us that we are just looking for our Krishna, please help us find Krishna. But as soon as Radhaji comes, Krishna couldn't keep his forearms because Radhaji's fame fight is in Krishna only. So much one-pointed faith in Krishna. So we have to understand this, but very difficult with our material mind frame. We have to keep faith in Thakurji. If it's not happening, then okay, you can decorate so many. So they are all the same. We say the same Jagannath, same Radha Krishna, same Mahaprabhu. They are all the same. Same Krishna is in the form of Daru Brahma, Jagannath.
महाप्रभु के 3.5 जो होता है सिक्की माई
The example is given to Sikhimai, this 3.5 associate of. So she didn't have, he didn't have this fame for that Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. Madhvi Devi.
माधवी देवी उनकी बहन है.
This is sister of Madhvi Devi is a sister.
माधवी देवी महाप्रभु के पास आकर के महाप्रभु पास आकर कहने लगे.
Madhvi Devi comes to Mahaprabhu.
मेरा भाई जो है,
my brother.
वो तो जगन्नाथ के मानते हैं.
Oh, he believes in Jagannath.
जगन्नाथवासी है ना.
Jagannath. He is a favorite on Jagannath. He believes Jagannath is Bhagavan, but he is not, doesn't believe that you are Bhagavan. So Mahaprabhu started laughing. He said, it doesn't matter. Then Madhvan Devi, please be merciful on my brother, that he has faith in you, that you are Jagannath and you are Krishna himself. You are one. Mahaprabhu smiles.
जगन्नाथवासी है. महाप्रभु थोड़ा देना करते थे, जगन्नाथवासी ठीक है. किंतु महाप्रभु देखो प्रार्थना कर दिया ना महाप्रभु.
So what did Mahaprabhu do? Because Madhvi Devi did prarthana to Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu did. So he gave dream, gave a dream to. So he's seeing Mahaprabhu, and sometimes he's seeing Jagannath. So he's seeing Sikhimai having this dream that he's looking at Mahaprabhu and then he's looking at Jagannath, and Jagannath is merging into Mahaprabhu, and sometimes Mahaprabhu is merging into Jagannath. And then he's showing that he is one and the same. Sometimes he's saying Jagannath Ji is Mahaprabhu, and sometimes he's saying that Mahaprabhu is Jagannath. So then he woke up, and then so when he then he came to Jagannath temple, praying to Jagannath. Then at the same time Mahaprabhu came. So at that moment Mahaprabhu also came to Jagannath, and then Sikhimai paid dhanvats to Mahaprabhu, and then said, so these are the 3.5 devotees of the regarded as. So Sikhimai didn't have complete 100% faith in Mahaprabhu that he is Jagannath. But after, because of the kripa of his sister Madhvi Devi, he had the Sarup darshan of Mahaprabhu, who Mahaprabhu is, and then he became full surrendered to Mahaprabhu, that he is Jagannath, non-difference from Jagannath. So we just understand that until we have Guru Kripa and Bhagavad Kripa, we will not be able to understand the Guru Tattvas, all these Tattvas, Ishwar Tattva. Until we have Kripa of Bhagavan and Guru, then only we will be able to understand this Tattva. We can be going in and taking millions of birth. We can get so much knowledge, but we'll never understand until we get Kripa of Bhagavan. This is Brahmaji is saying. Who says that I know everything by Gyan, then he is a fool. Because to know Bhagavan, you need Bhagavan's kripa. Without the kripa, you cannot know Bhagavan. So this is what this example of Sikimai. Sikimai had a full faith in Jagannath, but not in Mahaprabhu. He used to think he is the sannyasi. That Mahaprabhu himself is Jagannath. That he came to know because of the kripa of Mahaprabhu himself. Until the Lord Bhagavan gives us kripa, we can only understand him. Without Bhagavan's kripa, we cannot understand Bhagavan. So, and this kripa will come through Guru. The Guru's. So, the tattva is one. But until we have kripa of Bhagavan, we will unable to understand.
जिसको जैसे श्रद्धा है वो कर ले।
So Maharaj is saying that who have sraddha in different forms, they can do it in different forms. But
चैतन्य महाप्रभु है, वही नवद्वीप, वही वृंदावन।
So who is Jagannath? Jagannath is in Dwarkapuri, and where is Mahaprabhu? Mahaprabhu is in Vrindavan. Navdeep is Vrindavan. Jagannath is in Dwarkapuri, is Ishwari mood. So whoever has faith in whichever forms, they should do the different faiths. So we saying so much. Why do we glorify Jagannath so much? Because the bhav that Chaitanya Prabhu himself did, looked at Jagannath. That's why we pay so much respect to Jagannath. Because this is Krishna. After meditating on Radhaji, he became this form. He took this form. That's why this form is important. Because we want to see Jagannath in this. That's why we go to Jagannath Puri. This is same Krishna. He is in Virha of Radhaji, and he is suffering in the Virha. And that's why we pay so. So who is this Jagannath? He is Mahabhav Prakash. Because Krishna himself in Mahabhav, lamentating, oh Radhaji, he's taken this form. That's why he is important to us. This is the same Krishna. The Virha of Krishna, Radhaji, he is this Jagannath. And in Jagannath Puri, Krishna ke virha. So in Jagannath Puri we know Mahaprabhu is having virha of Krishna virha. He is looking for Krishna everywhere. Where is Krishna? Where can I find him? He is suffering in the virha of Krishna, and because he is in the mood of Radhika. And in Jagannath ji, he is Krishna. He is suffering for virha of Radhaji. Radhaji. So the Guru and Vaisnavas have this philosophy that let Krishna be suffering in the virha of Radhaji.
राधाजी तो माननीय होकर के बैठे हुए, राधाजी माननीय होकर के
Radhaji has taken man and she's closed the doors and not seeing anybody. But who is suffering? Krishna is suffering. Yes.
कृष्ण तरफ है,
Krishna is suffering with Viraha of Radhaji, Bhav of Radhaji.
राधा चिंता निवेशनम
Radha Chinta Nivesh.
श्री कृष्ण चरण बंदे राधालिंगित विक्रम, राधा चिंता निवेशनम। कृष्ण क्या करे? राधा जी की चिंतन करे।
What is Krishna doing? He's meditating on Radha ji.
श्री कृष्ण चरण बंदे राधालिंगित विक्रम है। एक परम गुरु महाराज दिखाया।
So this is what Gurudev is showing us. That Krishna is lamenting in the Viraha of Radhaji. That's why Krishna became Sedvaran. Sedvaran is Imlita. Yes.
We are thinking that Krishna is lamenting. Radhaji is lamenting. In Brahma Gita it is shown that Param Guru Maharaj, what has he shown? That Krishna is lamenting. This is the highest siddhanta of Gaudiya Vaisnavas. Param Guru Maharaj hasn't just written just like that. He has taken evidence from Shastra. He has written from the Granthas. But in all other mandirs, in other temples, Krishna, the Vigraha is dark. But Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Mandir, all the temples, the Krishna is Swet, means white. Because he is lamenting for Sri Radhaji.
श्री कृष्ण चरण बंदे राधा लिंगित विग्रह, राधा अलिंगितम व राधा लिंगितम दोनों अर्थ होते हैं।
So when he is lamenting, his kala becomes white. Radha lingita means Radhaji is embracing. So Radhaji has completely covered the whole body of Shri Krishna. Inside Krishna and Bahar, outside is Gaura. Mahaprabhu himself is saying, what you are seeing, the white complexion is not mine. I am Krishna. This Gaurang, this white complexion, what is it? It is Sri Radhaji. So Radhaji doesn't touch anybody apart from Sri Brajendra Nandan. So Mahaprabhu has given evidence that I am Sri Krishna. This is all siddhantas from the Shastra. Rajendra Nandan Gaur Hari is Swayam Sri Krishna. His body is covered with the Radha Bhav. He has come taking the Bhav and the complexion of Sri Radhaji. These are all the thoughts we need to understand. This Krishna, why is he white? He is white because when from the Ras Leela, Krishna disappeared, then Radhaji came at Imlitala on the Yamuna bank, and he was meditating on Sri Radhaji. That's why he became white. That is why Param Guru Maharaj temples, all the vigrahas are white. Wherever he has done pratishtha, all the vigrahas are in white complexion. Radha, he is lamenting in the separation of Sri Radhaji. This has been shown. Ki Jai. We have to enter into the Tattva Siddhantas. Ki Jai. That's why Radhaji's, there are three prakash. One is the original Sri Shubhanunandani Srimati Radhika, and two other prakash. One is Sanyogini Radha and the other is Viyogini Radha. Sanyogini Radha is in Kurukshetra and Viyogini Radha in Uddhav. She is lamenting at Uddhav. Viyogini Radha. This, so to attain this vow, how is Sri Radha lamenting for me? In order to understand this, Sri Mahaprabhu and Raya Ramananda and Swarup Damodar, they are discussing in Gambhira. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it has been described. To understand is difficult. Until we get the kripa of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we will not be understand. We are not understanding who is lamenting for whom and why. Is Krishna lamenting for Radhaji, or Radhaji is lamenting for Krishna? Who is lamenting? Here we need to understand. Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bol. Jai.
महाराज जी तो दोनों तड़प रहे हैं, मगर हमारे जो दोनों तड़प रहे हैं, बट हम चाहते हैं कि
So the question is,
राधा जी के
कृष्ण तड़प रहे हैं, यही तो जगन्नाथ क्या है?
यही जगन्नाथ
जगन्नाथपुरी इसलिए जाते।
So we go to Jagannath Ji. So Jagannath Ji is Dwarkapuri. There is opulence. We won't go to Dwarkapuri.
शुद्ध महात्मा होते हैं, द्वारका नहीं जाना चाहते।
They don't want to go to Dwarka, who is Shuddha Mahatma. But we go to Jagannath Puri to understand the lamentation of Sri Krishna. What is that our relationship with Dwarkadish? Then we will ask, why are you going to Jagannath Puri? We go to Jagannath Puri because Mahaprabhu has shown that how to express your vows, your emotions. The Tattva, Jagannath Ji and Krishna are same. So there is no difference between Narayan, Jagannath Ji and Krishna. But according to Rasa Vichar, there is a speciality. So in Rasa Vichar, Sri Krishna is supreme. He is lamenting for Sri Radhaji and what has happened to become Jagannath Ji. So Krishna is lamenting. This has been shown. Krishna is lamenting for Radhaji's, and that is shown by Mahaprabhu. Radhaji is also lamenting, but what is our apasya, what is our worship? How is Krishna lamenting in the separation from Sri Radhaji? ये हमारा उपास्य है. So Mahaprabhu is showing us that one sadhak, one is devotee is lamenting.
आपके समझ में नहीं आएगा।
You will not understand this now.
अभी राधा जी की
Yeah.
ये होना बहुत कठिन होता है।
You won't understand.
हजार गुने भी खड़े हो जाए। तो भजन करते करते करते
So by doing bhajan, slowly you will understand. Gaur Premanandi.
राधा जी के मान ही प्रधान दिखाया ना।
So Radhaji's man has been shown. So how in Vrindavan Krishna is lamenting. So Radhaji is in man and sitting in a kunj.
कृष्ण नहीं गए राधा जी के पास, मुझे छोड़ करके
Krishna.
कृष्ण का आना पड़ता है।
Krishna has to come.
कृष्ण
has to come, holding his ears and rubbing his nose and praying.
वो भी राधा जी की भी दर्शन करनी खाली।
He is also not able to take darshan of Radhaji. He is outside the kunj. He is praying to manjaris who are standing outside. So that's what Gurudev is saying, that Krishna is lamenting. So in all Gurudev's katha, Krishna comes. Krishna is lamenting and praying at the lotus feet of Sri Radhaji. That's why Lalita ji is saying this. He is Dhurt. He is Chita. Radha ji can Radha ji is soft. She can forgive, but Lalita ji is saying no, don't forgive him, let him lament. So he is Dhurt, give him, punish him. Lalita ji is saying. Or Radha ji, don't be soft. What does Dakshin Bhav mean? To forgive. In Lalita Ashtakam it is said. Lalita ji is teaching Radha ji. Radha ji is soft. She forgets all the prayers and she forgives. So Lalita ji is saying, let him, teach him, let him lament. So this is in the Ras Vichar of our Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Jai. So in Gaudiya Vaishnavas they go to Jagannath Puri. To check Krishna, how he is lamenting. Why is he lamenting for Radhaji? They are saying. How is Krishna? How he is lamenting in the thoughts of Sri Radhaji. Behal. And he has become Behal. Like how a child cries and cries and cries until this limit, just like that. Krishna is lamenting to the highest limit.
गौरी वैष्णव इसमें आनंद
So
है। कृष्ण रोते रहे।
in Gaudiya Vaishnavas,
हमारे राधा जी रोएंगे नहीं।
our Radhaji will never cry.
मान के ऊपर बैठे।
Radhaji will be in man, sitting in man.
वो भी दुखी है। कौन राधा जी मान करके तुम्हारे समझ में नहीं आएगा। राधा जी के पक्ष में बोल दिया बोले रहो भजन करो हरिनाम करो तब हमारे बात समझ
So
में
you
आएगा।
do Harinam and then you will be able to understand what I am saying. Om Premanandi Hari Hari Bol.